Hello and welcome back to Drift. I am excited to share with you the newest update, the sand update. As you can see, the menu screen has changed a little bit. We got new asteroids, we got this little curtain of sand coming through. If you peek in the background, you can see a very large crystal, and the patch notes are available here, and they will contain all the new things available. We're gonna talk about quite a few things. We're gonna unlock some things. We're gonna show off some of the new stuff, but we're not gonna be able to get to everything in this episode. But the next few episodes are have been pre-recorded, and these are during the open beta that started a week prior to this episode airing. And so this is kind of the first look at the sand update, but everything that you see here is available now, and if you have Drift, it should automatically have updated, and so all this stuff will be available in your world now. So yeah, we've got some things here. We got a long-range scanner, we've got a simple tractor target, and a mineral drill. Each of these are requiring more resources, microprocessors, orange crystals. Orange crystals are going to be the bane of our playthrough in this. It's going to take so much to find all the orange crystals that we're going to need. So as far as all the things that we're going to need, we actually have quite a few stuff stocked up here. We've got mini wires, we've got a lot of silicon chips, a lot of steel. We're doing quite well, but by the end of this episode, by the end of the next couple episodes, we are going to find ourselves poor in resources once more and having to go out there and wrangle some asteroids. I even do some off-screen asteroid wrangling just recently in one of the later episodes to replenish this stock of things, because there's so much stuff to unlock and play around with and explore that I just kind of want to do it all. Like, here's one, it's a vent. That's something new, that you can put that in the wall and it will transfer oxygen from one room to another. There's going to be new doors and new floor pieces, but we haven't unlocked those just yet. So let's go ahead and eat one of these nutrient pastes and get rid of the vignette. The hunger still has not been addressed, so there's still no downside to being hungry. So let's see, the mineral drill, 10 orange crystals, 10 blue crystals, some bones, and some steel. We have the bones, which is good because we would have to find the specific cave that has the mushrooms. I don't really feel like doing that today. I want to just kind of stay close to home if I can. So we're going to have to make a lot of stuff. We're going to be going back and forth up and down the stairs to the unlock station. But when bringing this video into the editor, I realized that it was exactly 28 minutes. Well, not exactly 28 minutes, but it was 28 minutes. It was exactly the length of the episodes that I like to have. I like to do 30-minute episodes on this channel. And so I'm going to actually leave this all uncut, all the footage. We're just going to kind of go through together, and it's just going to be kind of like a single let's play. But this way we can kind of talk about all the new stuff. We're going to kind of just go through the process of what it took for me to go and get to where I am today. The base, because I've recorded a few episodes in advance, as I like to do, and the base that is currently is revolutionarily different than what we see here. There's going to be a lot of new things added. There's going to be a lot of additions tacked onto the sides of this place. The roof is going to be getting a makeover, it's gonna be wild. There is so much. Oh yeah, so now we are unlocking the simple tractor target, and that is okay. So the simple tractor target is a tractor beam anchor that you can put on your base, that you can use your tractor beam and pull yourself towards. That wasn't a possibility in previous versions. You couldn't attach the tractor beam to the side of your ship at all. You had to just find an asteroid that was close enough, or if there wasn't any asteroid close enough, you just had to propel yourself. And one of the things I really enjoy is that was actually a suggestion made by the community that the developer listened to and implemented, and I find that very refreshing in early access games when developers have the opportunities to make their games not necessarily better, but just to listen to the input of the people that are playing their games. And the reason why you have it in early access to begin with is to get the feedback from the community and to build the game together. And I always appreciate that. So okay, so here we are. We're just going to try to organize our resources a little bit. I do want to mention, you might see some flashing of certain objects when I open chests. Oftentimes you'll see it open twice. That is an issue of the recording software that I'm using, not the gameplay, because you see how it just kind of flashes a little bit right there. That wasn't visible in the gameplay. That's just that was only visible once I imported this. Oh, the next feature I want to talk about, very excited about, is the speedometer. Show player speed. You can do it only on the ground, or I mean only when you're off the ground, or you can have it on always. I'm going to just turn it on always. You see down here in the lower left by the oxygen meter, you can see how many meters per second we're going. And then as you see here on the crosshairs, another new feature is you'll see a magnet icon, a little U-shaped thing, and that will tell you when you can hook onto the asteroid to pull yourself forward. Or in the case of smaller asteroids, pull them closer. But I think that is a very handy feature. You're no longer just pointing out into the void, just guessing on whether or not you're going to hit something, or if the asteroid you're looking at is close enough. So we're going to just swing by the, I know I said we're going to stay close to home, but we are going to swing by the multi-crystal formation out here that we marked with our long-range beacon, and we're just going to collect some orange crystals and hopefully gather enough to unlock the mineral drill research. So something that I've kind of neglected to kind of show was the actual drifting of drift. I've been fast forwarding and time warping, or just simply cutting and fading to the end of these little journeys out into space. But that is a big part of this game, is just kind of slingshotting yourself between asteroids and just seeing what there is to see. So I might try to do some more of that. So there we go. We've got our tractor anchor researched, and so we're gonna go home and check that out. We got all the orange crystals that we needed. We could have grabbed the blue and the pink and the greens, but didn't really need them at the time. And true, there's no such thing as overstocking in survival crafting games like this, but just didn't feel like grabbing them. So it's future me is kicking myself because I didn't realize just how many uses crystals are gonna have coming up here. Taking a look around. Yeah, I highly recommend if you have the inventory space to take some crystals and you have the locker space to hold them, there's no point in not grabbing them. So yeah, so as you see, there's a couple asteroids close to my base that I could lock onto, but if they weren't there, we would have to either utilize all of our momentum, of which we have quite a bit, I gotta say. Yeah, there we go. Just managed to slow down enough not to crack my visor. So the next thing we can unlock is the simple launch pad, which I am very excited about. But let's first go ahead and unlock the mineral drill. We just need the bones and the steel. The steel is downstairs, so we're going to go ahead and get that. We're going to just check on our processes, clear up some space. Yeah, this little glitchiness with the crafting machines in the inventory wasn't visible on the game, so. Yeah, look at all those resources that are about to be fully depleted. It's interesting to just look back on these things that I do in these sessions, and see, it's like, oh, that's where all that went. It's almost like a little bit of nostalgia for when your coffers were full. All right, so we're going ahead and unlock the mineral drill. And next we're going to think about getting the long-range scanner, because that is going to be an interesting new era for us. I would definitely say that the sand update created a new era in your gameplay, because there are so much more now. I don't think I'm going to be able to cover everything that is new today. I'm trying to focus on what's relevant to what we're doing on screen. But yeah, I highly recommend, if you want to see everything that's new, check out the patch notes, or if you want to just find out what's new along with us, stay tuned with the series. We're just gonna put our crystals away, organize our inventory just a little bit. This game is going to be a lot of running back and forth between chests and machines and research table. I think a lot of games in this genre kind of are, but I do like the fact that it's there's always seems to be something to work towards. There's some sort of thing or goal. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are days when it's just like, oh, let's just, collect all the asteroids we can and just put it all away and figure out what to do later, but there's always something going on in this game. This little series of chests are gonna get very important. Oh, those 4 chests I didn't show in the last episode, but that was something that we did because we actually had a full episode in between the last episode that we put out on the channel and this episode that we're showing here, but all we ended up doing was delving through a pink crystal cave, and then the other only important thing that we did was we put those 4 chests at the exit point that I was just looking at. And those chests they're going to hold, from right to left, they're going to hold food, then it's going to be oxygen, then another chest is going to hold all the batteries, and then the final chest is going to hold all the materials necessary for creating long-range beacons. So that way, whenever we decide to go out into the field, exploring or looking for caves or just checking out what we can check out, we'll be able to put down a long-range beacon at whatever we find. So that's kind of cool. And those 4 chests are going to be our new place that we go before we head out exploring. We're going to hit up those chests, grab everything we need, grab only the things we need, and then, go off adventuring. So now for the launch pad, I needed these propulsion packs, and those aren't cheap, so we needed 5 of them, I believe. Yep, 5 of them. And for the long-range scanner, we're going to need 10 batteries, so quite expensive on these new items. But of course, these are unlocked after all the stuff unlocked in the previous build. So by the time that you're at these locations, or at these research nodes, you'll have quite a system built. You'll have the machines necessary, and you'll have some of the resources at least. So yeah, so we're gonna unlock that in about 5 minutes. Crystal processing seems really cool. I'm excited to get into that. There we go. There's 10 batteries. We need 20 microprocessors, I believe. Just loading up our machine, keep it running. Let's see what if anything new we've unlocked. Nothing in the build menu. Let's check out our resources, our recipes, excuse me. And we got this scanner upgrade now. So 1 pink charged pink crystal, silicon chip, and some wiring, I believe. So let's go ahead and make a silicon wafer. We're going to limit the amount of water that we put in so we can control just the exact amount of wafers we need. Nice view out. Wish the windows weren't as cloudy as they are, but it does at least make sense in a space setting that they would be. The idea of preventing UV rays or whatnot, but still fun. Nice view. Something new in this update that I can talk about. We don't end up looking at it for a little while, but you can eventually unlock floor-to-ceiling windows that are tempered glass and can withstand heavy forces, high G's, something like that. But floor-to-ceiling, and they can be either walls or floors or ceilings, vertical or horizontal. Very interesting, very fun to unlock. So here we are, we got a scanner upgrade that will actually increase the scanner's range and penetrate larger asteroids. So let's go ahead and search for carbon, because that seems to be the most abundant resource out here. And then look, wouldn't you look at that, right in front of us, it put a marker down on this larger asteroid. Now these things were great because we used to be able to mine them for hundreds of resources, but now each swing only yields us one piece of carbon each. So 6 swings only got us 6 pieces, as opposed to the 5 or 10 for each swing. So it's going to take a lot longer to mine an asteroid completely, and that nerfing of those large asteroids has instantly made asteroid wrangling more viable of a position. Before, it used to be that once you got to a certain spot, all you had to do was just go out there and just smack a bunch of large asteroids until you found the resource you wanted, and then just stock up like 500 pieces of them and then be done with it. But now you're gonna have to be a little more diligent about your resource gathering. So let's go ahead and grab all these batteries, and let's unlock long range scanner. Now these ones have materials that I am not familiar with, and this one's going to take 10 orange crystals, so we're going to have to wait on that. But here we are, we unlocked the launch pad. That's also going to take propulsion things, and it's also going to take battery power. We're going to need to build this simple power supply, but that takes 4 battery packs, and battery packs take 4 batteries themselves, so this is going to be a complicated process of building the battery pack. But we can build a launch pad. We can also build the tractor beam, because we unlocked that as well. So we're going to work towards doing those now. Yeah, we only need 2 propulsion systems for the launch pad. I don't know why I didn't grab the wire and the silicon chips at the same time, but sometimes you can't question the process in the moment. You just have to do what makes sense. So here we are. Simple tractor target only needs silicon chips and iron plates. So that is something that we can do right now. So we're going to come up here on the roof, which is going to be the new happening spot of our base. Whoo, look at that. It just pops up. It's got a fun little bird-like design, but it's got these landing gear. And it is now something that you can hook your tractor beam onto. So we're going to go test it out here, and we're just going to bring ourselves out to this big asteroid that is nearby our base. And we'll see how far away you can grab it. Which apparently this asteroid is a lot farther away from our base than we thought. And you see here the ship is just kind of a speck now. So just kind of drift backwards a little bit. We want to test and see its range capacity. So we can't hit it from here. So we're going to just bring ourselves a little closer and wait for that magnet icon to appear. Still nothing, still nothing. And there it is. So that is the range that we can hit it from, which is still pretty good. We seem to have quite a few asteroids around our ship at the moment. I don't know if that is temporary or if that is part of, and we went fairly fast. But yeah, I don't know if that's temporary or if that's just part of the world gen, but we don't seem to be in a huge need of that tractor beam thing, but it is cool to have, and it is very cool to unlock, and it looks great. I like the design of it. So let's go ahead and get a couple propulsion packs going. We only need 2 of them, but we do need some microprocessors. There we go, and we have unlocked the long-range scanner. We're not going to get to that one in this episode, but that is going to be something we do in the next one, I believe. And that is going to be a very interesting piece of equipment. There we go. So we got the 2 propulsion systems. Now just make a few microprocessors. By getting 2 machines to work on the item, it will make it go by faster. I would do all 3 machines, but I like keeping the one focused on batteries. And let me know down in the comments if you like this style of video better, where I just, instead of editing and fast forwarding through certain bits like the drifting through space time or the mining of resources time. Oh, look at this, lockers. That's gonna be a fun thing to upgrade soon enough. But yeah, let me know if you like this style better, where I just keep everything unedited basically and just give you my commentary of everything going on, or if there's nothing going on, then just let it be, but let you see the whole process of it. Or if you prefer to have them a little bit more edited. Alright, so it's time to place down our jump pad, and there doesn't seem to be a forward direction. Oh, that's something I didn't even get a chance to mention, is that there are now arrows that tell you what is forward on an object when you place it. But we'll kind of point that out next time we get a chance to see it. But here we are. We have the key to charge, or we have the key to examine. We can't put batteries in here on its own. We're going to need the battery pack. And we can't utilize that jump pad until we have the battery pack in place. But like I said, that is 4 battery packs. Here's the large long-range scanner array. It's going to need a lot of microprocessors, but overall it's very doable. And yeah, we're going to do that one in the next episode. But anyways, that is where I'm going to leave today's episode. Stay tuned for more updates about the sand, the sand update. And we're going to be unlocking a whole bunch more stuff soon. We're going to be exploring, because once again, there's new biomes and everything to check out. And I'm very excited for that. But anyways, that's where I'm going to leave today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving me a like, drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.